can't get out of here. There's only timber back there.
Alright, well, let's start with the key in here. See what's in this box.
Fits.
Where is Ralph? Now I'm worried. Where'd he go?
As I thought, full of junk.
But is it useful
So
junk?
let's have a look. Damn. That looks like one of the robes and the masks from the order that was after me. Huh.
Is Ralph one of
But
them?
at the same time, it's also proof that the order existed. I'll take it with me.
No, it's not. Is that a crossbow?
There's some paper in the robe. Seems to be a letter to the order. Quite badly torn.
Can I read it?
Unable to stop the evil, already sacrificed. His objective, or something happens to me. No trace is to be...
What? That's not what I read. I see something allowed to find any trace. Okay.
I'm not completely certain, but it appears to be a request to cover up all traces of the order. That would explain why the robe is in the shack. I'll put it back. Perhaps I'll find something useful after all.
Wait, you're putting it back in there? Man, we got a ton of stuff in here.
A corkscrew and a yardstick. They look in reasonable shape. I'll take them.
What is that thing? Oh, whoa, okay.
Chainsaw. I've got a feeling that this baby's gonna come in handy.
Oh, wow, okay. We're going old school horror game here. Anything else? Alright, we can look in the... Can I look in the floorboards yet? A rule, a corkscrew. Can we do anything with that?
The floorboards here sure creak loudly.
Does this have
Alone in a
gas
shack
in it?
in the woods, in the night, with a chainsaw in my hand. If my father could see me now, I'm sure he'd be so proud.
I don't think
unlucky.
so.
Tank's empty.
Well, good for us. We have this.
The tank's just about half full. Hopefully that'll be enough.
Don't waste it. Can we saw open this?
I filled up the chainsaw, but the tank's lid is missing. I don't think it's a good idea to
okay.
start it up as it is.
Can you just use that cork? Will that work?
Alright, that ought to hold. Now we can get going.
Maybe this isn't such a good idea.
The rotten boards shouldn't be a problem for the saw, but I ought to check what's underneath them first.
Well, what do you want to do? Use the corkscrew?
I won't be able to manage that. I'm gonna need a bigger tool.
Okay. Hello. How about file?
The file is worn down. At the very most, you could file your fingernails with it.
This thing? Okay, he likes that one.
Interesting. There's at least half a meter of space below the boards. The shack must have been built on stilts. The next time I'm being pursued by hellhounds and hide in a shack, I'll look out for that as I go in.
Okay.
The floorboards here sure creak loudly.
Can we cut them up now?
I'll just cut myself a trapdoor in the floor. It can also be closed again in an emergency.
How very inventive.
Cool. I can sneak outside through the hole.
Okay. Is there anything else that we actually want in here?
I can't get out of here.
Do we want to saw that or no?
I can't cut my way through the whole wood storage with the little bit of gas I've got.
Okay. So the answer is no. Let's do the save it thing, save this. Yeah. Okay, and now let's go.
Good. Let's try it. I'm better leaving the heavy junk here.
Like what? Did he just throw out the chainsaw? Did you just throw out the chainsaw? Okay.
Good. No wild beasts for miles.
Why did you... Isn't this
Weird.
just the other side of the
No
shack?
tracks. The beasties couldn't have just disappeared into thin air.
Oh god.
No.
And pass out? Yep. I don't like that face that keeps popping up. Alright, chapter 2. We're gonna wake up in the woods. Oh, okay. We're here?
Describe what you saw.
I saw myself as a child. I was playing with my sister in the woods. It's not far away from the castle. I could see it behind the trees. There was a man there, too.
Could you make out who it is?
No, he had his back to me. But something very bad has happened.
What's happened?
My sister, she's fallen in a hole. She's screaming. What should I do?
Adrian, you're not there anymore. Remember what you did at the time.
I ran to the hole, and I don't know. I can't remember. You woke me up before I could help her.
I didn't wake you up, Adrian. You woke up of your own accord. It would appear everything in you is trying to fend off this memory. Seems you really want to suppress it.
Or I just can't remember.
The memory is still there. You just need to let it happen.
It's easy for you to say.
Oh boy.
Perhaps you should tackle this memory in a conscious state. Try and find the place in the woods that you saw. You need an anchor in the present.
If you say so.
And
right.
with regards to the hallucinations, I've ordered a medication. It should help to suppress them.
Very good. I'll take it. At least you can rely on conventional medicine.
Hopefully.
Please take this prescription and give it to a buyer in the shop. She'll give you the medication.
Why couldn't you just do that?
She's a pharmacist, too?
In a little village like this, everyone has more than one role.
Alrighty.
Doctor?
How can I help you?
Hut in the woods.
Something strange happened to me last night. I don't know what was real and what wasn't.
Tell me about it, Adrian.
I was just on my way back to the village when I was attacked by large black dogs in the woods. Fortunately, there was a shack close by, which I was able to hold up in. I couldn't get back out through the door. Once I cut my way outside through the floor with a chainsaw, there were no signs the dogs had been there at all. Then I fell unconscious. Supposedly, Murray found me there in the middle of the night and brought me back to the hotel. I can't remember any of that.
What was he doing out there in the
Classic
middle of the night?
dream of repression. The black dogs, and then there's nothing there. It's a deep-seated fear of the consequences of your actions.
If you say so. Black dogs.
What do these black dogs mean? What kind of creatures are they?
Fleeing from vicious, aggressive dogs. That sounds like a typical nightmare. It expresses the fear of one's own aggressive side. Were the dogs alone, or was someone with them?
No, they were alone. Just the dogs.
Dogs who roam around without a human master suggests a suppressed issue with dominance. It could also suggest exactly the opposite, though. That the dreamer is neglecting a particular part of himself, which is alluded to by the nature of the dogs. What breed of dog were they?
No idea. Hellhounds? They were definitely huge and black.
Large dogs reinforce the meaning I was talking about. The fact that they're black would suggest their origin in the subconscious.
Are there any tablets I can take for this?
Do we trust her? I'm not sure. I'm starting to question. Alright, white lady.
I saw a woman dressed in white. Almost looked like some kind of wedding dress.
Where did you see her?
When I was locked in the shack, from the window, she was standing on the edge of the clearing. She saw me and then disappeared into the woods.
Did she say anything or do anything?
Well, I didn't hear anything, but perhaps. She certainly wasn't just wandering around. It almost seemed as though she was looking for something.
Really? There's a legend here in Willow Creek about a white lady who wanders through the woods looking for her child. In vain, as the story goes, but no one has ever seen her.
Until now.
Don't worry, Adrian. That's a completely natural reaction to this myth. It originates from the collective longing for a pure mother figure who can be adored like a saint. Part of the whole thing that there are chosen ones who perceive her apparition. And everyone wants to be a chosen one. That's just human.
You've got an explanation for everything,
Yeah,
haven't
this
you?
exactly.
Psychology is the modern theology.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a little suspicious. Ralph.
Do you know Ralph?
Ralph? No. Who's that?
Oh, not so important.
No, I want to know what happened to Ralph. Worm Hill?
What can you tell me about Warm Hill?
Well, not a lot, really. It's a little hamlet that belongs to Willow Creek. There are only a few people living there. Most of the houses are falling apart. I think it's where all the miners used to live.
Catch you later.
Take care.
Alrighty. Well, let's go. I don't know if we should be telling her everything.
My head's still pounding. Lucky that Murray found me in the woods yesterday. I probably would have frozen otherwise.
What was he
I should
doing
get this
there?
medication as soon as possible. And I could ask the inspector whether Murray's finally corrected his statement. And I've got an appointment with the priest, too. It can't be that difficult to find my father's grave.
Yeah, right.
And I should find that ominous place in the woods. Enjoy it, Darren. It's gonna be a long day.
That it is. Alright. What was Murray doing in the woods at night by himself? I would like to know. My father's grave. This evening's gonna be longer than I planned. Somebody... Oh, wait. I already read that. There's a big graveyard at the church in Warm Hill. The pastor there can help me a bit more, I hope. I'm not going to find my father's grave today. The pastor isn't around. I can only ask again tomorrow. Today is tomorrow. Whoopee! Shack in the woods. That can only be a nightmare. A vision or something. I'm sitting tight here in a shack, being pursued by two gruesome hellhounds. What am I supposed to do now? What would Dr. Winterbottom's advice be? Cough, cough, keep quiet, and look for a way out, if possible, not out the front. See, I don't know if I like that he's relying on her so much. And she's doing hypnosis? I'm not sure about this. I've just seen something very strange. A woman dressed completely in white walking through the woods. I get the feeling that I've known her for a very long time. Somehow I couldn't find it comforting that Ralph lives in this shack, or used to. Well, he's harmless, but he's still a total wacko. No wonder he spent years in an old sanatorium, locked in a dark cell, stuffed full of drugs, and then diagnosed as crazy. Maybe there really is more that connects us than I thought. I've taken his things anyway. I'll come across him again sooner or later, and I'll give them back to him then. Oh, we gotta reunite Ralph with Mr. Bobby. The order. The thing with the order got pretty out of hand just before my arrest. First, they just wanted to keep me away from the castle and the academy, but then, after Miss Valley got killed, they even wanted to kill me. But I shouldn't worry about it anymore. It would seem that the Order has disbanded and is trying to remove all traces of its existence. Maybe I can get the chance to ask Victoria about it, or get to take a look around Miss Valley's house. She was the leader in the end. A new day. It's an early morning and I'm sitting in my hotel room. Did I just dream about the hut? I can only barely remember last night. Murray said he'd found me in the woods and then brought me back to the hotel. Something's not right about that. Yes! That's exactly what I've been saying. How would he have known that I was there? Was somebody watching me? Somebody from the Order? Could that be? Well, the cowl's gone. I'm not going to ask Murray about it. He thinks I'm crazy. Oh God, we lost it? Well, that sucks. Now I've really got to get to my session with Dr. Winterbottom. She wants to try and hypnotize me today so that I can recall my childhood. She thinks that's where I'll find my answers. Place in the wood. I'm supposed to find a place in the wood. A place I saw during my hypnosis, a hole that Angelina fell into. It's worth a try. Could be that Dr. Winterbottom's right, and I really do need some kind of anchor in reality. And if not, then the medication that I'm supposed to pick up from Abaya could still help me. Okay. Is that everything? Any other updates? Oh, we did have one here. Okay. He really does believe that I'll give him the picture, just like that, without him correcting his statement. Well, he can forget that idea. The photo for the statement, that was the deal. I could do it with some sleep now, in a proper bed in my own hotel room. Yeah, that didn't happen. Okay, well, that's done. Okay, now what? Where's the grocery store? Where was it again? No, not to the hotel. It was this way. Let's go get that med.
Closed. Strange. The shop was still open this time yesterday.
Barrel?
Just look at that. That's Abaya's mailbox. And there's the post from today.
Oh, are you just going to take your prescription out of there? Are you stealing mail?
The package is from a tea supplier. It says here that the customer is Gordon's Palace. Either the postman's quite lazy, or he doesn't like Murray. Maybe I should take the package to him. I'll be dropping by the hotel sooner or later. What else is there?
You know it's not legal to steal people's mail, right? Are you working on that arrest record? Oh, there we go.
That must be mine. The sender's a drug company. I'll leave the prescription in the barrel, so Abaya knows that I picked up my medication myself.
Okay. Did you confirm that it's the right one? It's not good to be taking the wrong medication.
The medication that Dr. Winterbottom prescribed for me.
If you say so.
Halo Paradox. For the treatment of acute psychosis with delusion, hallucinations, or cognitive disorders. Oh, great. She's declared me officially crazy.
Are you surprised? Do you want to take one? No?
A packet of tea from Murray. At least that's what's written on it.
Matt? Was he here yesterday? I don't think so. The ladies are gone too.
Hey, Matt. So, when you finally gonna get gone with your fun fair?
So, how are we then, eh? Still possessed by the devil?
I wouldn't joke about it if I were you.
That's supposed to be a threat.
Let's say more, well-meant recommendation.
You really have got a few screws loose.
Oh, that's right. This is the guy that was in jail yesterday. Matt Newcastle.
So, what exactly did go wrong when you were born?
Not half as much as when you were born, Mr. Twisted Firestarter.
Have fun.
Oi, arsehole! When you miss me, paint a heart on the wall.
Will do. In your blood.
Okay. I don't think we should encourage this relationship any further. Anything happen in the police station? Can we go bother that... what's his name? Spooner? Mr. Buttface? Oh, he's not even here. Are they still busy in that icebox? That's a very long time. Oh boy.
Hey, Zach.
What do you want now?
Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm just a bit busy. The inspector hasn't been here all morning, and I have to do everything myself.
Still trying to get those donuts out, huh? Hut in the woods.
By the way, I was in the woods last night and I got chased by some black dogs into a shack. I got locked in, but I managed to escape using a chainsaw.
Are you just
Then
gonna
I
tell
fell
this to
unconscious.
everybody?
You just can't help yourself, am I right? And why are you telling me this?
You look so bored.
Alright, white lady.
I'm sure you must have heard of the White Lady.
She's spooked around the woods for centuries. Why do you ask? Is she a relative of yours too?
Probably. Old-fashioned shop.
Abaya's shop is closed. Is today some kind of holiday that I don't know about?
No.
Okay. Inspector Spooner.
Where's the inspector?
Cafe, I think.
Or maybe you can help me. Has Murray been here about his statement?
Murray? Yes, he was here. Wanted to discuss something urgently with the inspector.
Do you know what it was about?
I can't tell you that.
Goodbye, Constable.
Oh boy, okay. So now, since he's still stuck trying to get his donuts, Murray couldn't give his statement.
I'm not going back there voluntarily.
Well, that sucks. Okay, I guess we're done here. Guess we'll go check the cafe. I don't really want to go in there, though.